You fucked it up. Yeah, so for our return to Media Dumpster, we are going to recover a depressing film. So depressing, it just makes me, it makes me sick! It makes me sick to even talk about it, because this is one of my absolute favorite franchises, and you guys totally missed the mark with this. How? How could you do it? Halloween 2018 is really good. And then Halloween Kills, even though the writing was not as good, the characters were not as good, and Laurie was in the hospital the whole time. Keep in mind, she also was always in the hospital in Halloween 2, which I know, honestly, fans don't care a lot for. The filmmakers didn't really care a lot for it either, but honestly, this movie might be the most disrespectful thing to do with this franchise since Busta Rhymes kicked Michael's ass in Halloween Resurrection. My man was a real weird one, this guy. No, we're starting off all wrong. This is a fucking bad sign. The text is blue. It should be orange. We meet our protagonist of the film. Not even shitting you there. He's watching John Carpenter's The Thing with this kid Jeremy, and honestly, when I saw that movie, I was like, you know what? This reminds me of The Lodge, that shitty movie from 2020, because the only good part of that movie was when they watched The Thing.
What was that?
In a tragic accident, Corey kills Jeremy right as his parents enter the house as well, and they are not pleased with him, of course, because, you know, your son just dropped to the floor like Chris Rock's hand to Will Smith's face. We then get an introduction with Laurie Strode and Allison living quietly together in a peaceful home now that, you know, Michael Myers is just, you know, out there waiting, possibly itching to kill them. You know, like he killed, like, Laurie's daughter and both of Allison's parents, all of Allison's friends. some of Laurie's friends, half the town, few kids. Yet, why is no one actually addressing the fact that Michael Myers is still out there? We should just be going to kill that motherfucker. Evil dies tonight.
You're that psycho babysitter.
He killed that kid, didn't he? Yep. Killed a kid and too pussy to buy some fucking
Guys, you know what?
beers.
Let's just fucking forget about it. Let's just go to the game, okay?
You're just a little pedo.
Look at him.
Let him know, Terry.
Is that what you want? A little fucking pedo creep?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but I've met plenty of band kids. I don't know. I don't know where they. I don't know. I just feel like I'm just unsure of literally why they would make these kids band. He's getting picked on by band kids. Band kids are picking on this guy. Yeah, if you haven't figured it out by now, this is not Halloween Ends. This is not the Michael Myers versus Laurie Strode face-off. Michael Myers hasn't even been in 1 second of the movie yet. Well, besides the flashbacks. And we're 20 minutes in. No, this is the Corey movie. Yeah. Buckle up. Get ready for some Corey action. It's just Corey. It's just... The whole film should just be called Corey. Because this is his origin story.
Why can't the bicycle stand on its own?
No, it can't. It's got a kickstand.
Because it was too tired.
Yeah. No, I'm actually getting rid of the bike, so if you want it, you can have it. I got a motorcycle.
Oh, a motorcycle. Teach me to ride it?
And now, I've got to present my... I don't know what, like, 50th reason why I don't like this movie? They completely ruined Allison's character in this. The writing for her is just like, I swear, they took the script and they took all of her lines and they're like, we're gonna inject so much horniness and stupidity into this character that we're just gonna make her so unlikable. And they succeed in the unlikable shit. I hate her in this movie. I'll just do a quick supercut of all of the moments where she's just... It's so out of character. The first two films, Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, she is nothing like she is in this movie. I don't understand it.
Both have to be there, otherwise it wouldn't be a very good time.
You're a rattle. Your car's,
I don't care about the rattle. I came to see you.
I killed someone. I'm not afraid of these people. I'm not afraid anymore. I'll be right back. You told me that you want to burn it down. Oh, you told me you want to burn it down. Hey!
And that's just barely scratching the surface of the cringeworthy dialogue in this film.
You know, you need to find someone that can let go. That makes you want to rip off your shirt and show grief your fucking tits and say, you know what? Let's go.
After that, whatever that was, Corey and Allison decide they're going to go to the Halloween party at Lindsay's bar together, and Laurie runs into someone from a previous Halloween film. The last film, Halloween Kills, the woman that got stabbed through the neck with the light, she is still alive somehow, which we spent like a half hour in Target at walking around talking about this whole movie, and I swear, like, at least every 10 minutes we were like, how did she survive? Because I don't know how she did, but that's not the issue I'm taking with. It's this line right here. It just makes no sense.
You tempted and you provoked that man when you should have left him alone.
Except she didn't provoke him. He attacked her in 1978, and then he broke out on his own choices because he's a psychopath. And then Laurie and Michael's paths crossed because he was after her, or maybe he wasn't, because the last film they were like, oh, he's going home. He's going to his childhood home. Well, then why is he back in this one trying to kill Laurie? It makes zero sense. The whole story of this trilogy, it was like going so well, and then Kills, they do the, oh, he was coming home, and then that like, it just started staggering from there, and then this movie is just like, they don't know what's going on anymore. Is he wanting to go home? No, he already went home. And then he killed Karen and then left, I guess, and went to the sewer like Pennywise, and now he's back to kill Laurie for some reason. It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. And I'd like to know the thought process behind the writers when they were making this trilogy. I mean, they could not have made this whole trilogy, like, writ this whole trilogy up in one time and then made the movies. There's no way, because I just feel like the way they carried the story so well in 2018, and then Halloween Kills, even the story there was somewhat decent, and then there was the little stagger with, like, oh, he's coming home. And then Halloween Ends, they were like, okay, scratch that. He's in the sewer, and then we're just gonna have him go kill Laurie, or try and kill Laurie, for some reason. I've seen the pitch meeting video for this. It's great. It fucking nails it. It just absolutely nails how this franchise has just went on the decline in this trilogy, I mean. This trilogy has been on the decline since day one in the writing and story department. It just, 2018 did so good. Halloween Kills, tiny misstep. Halloween Ends, basically burning the past two bridges that you already made. It frustrates me. So after that, if you're able to survive not getting a seizure from the absolutely shittily edited party scene, you finally get to where Corey gets bullied by the band kids one more time. They push him over this bridge, and then 40 minutes into the film, you get Michael Myers. 40 minutes! 40 minutes into the film, Michael Myers shows up and then doesn't even kill Corey. Instead, he looks into his eyes and, I don't know, sees something. He reads his mind. He sees his whole feckin' life, his whole feckin' trauma, and his whole feckin' abuse and bullying and shit. And he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna raise this guy as my own killer. This is not Halloween Ends. This is Michael Myers' School for Gifted Killers. Honestly, I don't know what's more embarrassing. The fact that they thought this was gonna be a good idea to take away Michael out of the spotlight and put this Corey kid in, or to have the audacity to introduce supernatural elements in your supposed final film. So the cop from earlier that was hitting on Allison, which I didn't really mention that much because he's just kind of thrown in there as, hey, here's a kill for you. Someone that you hate can get killed. Basically, this guy gets led to the sewer where Michael is hiding out. Just saying that sounds stupid. And Corey legit starts coaching Michael to kill the guy. Now, I'm not kidding. Just take a look.
Help. Show me how to do it. Get up, get up, get up. Get up!
What are we doing? This teenager is pushing around Michael Myers and saying, get up? He's been killing teenagers in the last film. In the previous film, he's been killing teenagers for 44 years, and you're gonna let this kid, just because you saw something in him, boss you around? It's only been 4 years. Did they age Michael 20? Michael and Corey end up going to the doctor's house, the boss of Allison, and this nurse that was supposed to get this promotion, she does get the promotion instead of Allison. And, I don't know, Michael and Corey just felt like doing some buddy-buddy team-up killing, and he kills the doctor, Corey gets the doctor, and then Michael actually gets a good kill. Probably, it's at least, well, no, actually no, I'm gonna say it. It's my favorite kill of the movie. It is my favorite kill of the movie because the other one, even though it is super cool, super gory, super creative, Corey does it. Michael kills 3 people in this movie. I had to get it out. I'm sorry. Michael kills 3 people in this. Sorry if you wanted Michael Myers to kill more people in a movie, you know, called Halloween Ends, you know, Halloween the franchise, like, you know, Michael Myers, the franchise of Michael Myers. Sorry. after that night, Lori ends up trying to reconcile and try and convince Corey that he needs help, but she doesn't really do a good job of it, and neither did whoever edited this scene or wrote the dialogue, because what's up with Lori's mood change in this scene mid-sentence?
I want to help you, Corey. Let me help you. Or let me find help for you. You can't have her. Allison is not equipped for this relationship, and I will not let her get hurt. So stay the fuck away.
You started this!
Please, I want to get you help. I want to find some way for you to just stop being this evil. But fuck you, you're not dating my daughter. This franchise has gone to shit. Oh my gosh. And this scene. This scene is the icing on the shit cake. Corey actually goes to the sewer and steals Michael's mask and his knife. Corey, a teenager, Allison's age, who couldn't even... She stabbed Michael a few times last time, and that was about all she did before he got a hold of her and threw her down the stairs. Corey is able to beat down Michael Myers, steal his mask and his knife, and he goes on the killing spree and he kills all of the band kids. And you know what? I honestly am so over this movie. I'm gonna just show you all of the kills for this, because it's the only part of this movie where I have some enjoyment. I'm just so upset with how they took this film. I don't know how to describe just the disappointment.
Wait, what are you trying to do, man? Suck your own... Oh my god! What the fuck?
Terry?
How do you fucking psycho? No!
At this point, I'm just highlighting the kills, because, like I said, they're the only thing in this film that are actually bringing me enjoyment. So, please, I must give you the probably second best kill of the film, in my opinion, because the first goes to Michael, because I couldn't bear giving the number one kill to Corey. I just can't do that. If you're, like, ultra sensitive, I know you just watched a head get crushed and some drumsticks get stuck in a dude's eyeball. But if you're, like, super, super sensitive, you may not want to watch this next one. But for my people that like the gore, enjoy it, because this is really good. And here we are at the final act of the film, and oh boy, get ready to get pissed off, because you know how, like, we've spent, like, the entire film building up Corey? Well, he's dead, okay? Lori, after about 2 or 3 minutes of her building up her suicide, which, in my theater, someone giggled. Not really sure what's funny about that, but anyway, she pretends like she's going to kill herself, and then as soon as Corey gets in there, she pop, shoots him, because, you know, he's no Michael Myers, he'll die easily. But Corey actually kills himself by sticking a knife in his neck, and he seems dead for now. He comes back later in a different scene. But Allison walks in right as Lori takes the knife out, so, you know, it looks like Lori killed Corey. But Allison, the Michael Myers mask is right on the floor there, and Corey is wearing, like, the exact same thing that Michael wears all the time, so... Plus he, like, definitely has blood on his hands and shit from... I honestly, you know what? That's fine. You guys wanted to make Allison a dumb character after 2 movies of her being a good one. That's fine by me.
You!
And now, finally, after Allison just leaves the house, just leaves Corey's body there because, you know, she just goes into the car and sits. I don't understand that, but I guess they needed her to be there because Michael shows up finally. Puts an end to Corey. I'm not even showing his death scene because feck Corey. He took up the entire runtime just to die. You don't introduce a new character that you're gonna make like the focus of your movie and then just totally waste the hour and like 25 minutes that you were building him up just to kill him off. It just makes no sense. And then now we get 2 minutes. 2 minutes of Michael Myers versus Laurie Strode. The whole reason we're here, the marketing behind the whole movie is in 2 minutes. And if you saw any of the trailers, you have seen 90% of it. I'm not even kidding. You have seen 90% of the fight because the only thing they didn't show is Laurie kicking at Michael's knee and then it kind of hurts him a little bit and she throws a fridge on top of him and then she pins him to the table with knives and guess what? Guess what? This is the end of Michael Myers.
You're just a man who's about to stop breathing.
Oh, now you surprise get your strength. Feck off. She slits his wrist, slits his throat, and then everyone in Haddonfield suddenly knows that Michael is dead. So they all go to the landfill where, you know, a bunch of band kids were just murdered. And then they just throw him into the metal crusher. Laurie wraps up her book, Allison leaves town. Roll credits. That's it. That's it. That's Halloween Ends. That is the culmination of 44 years of Halloween. Like, I don't know how many feckin' different timelines. Reboot. Or remake, then reboot. Sequel after sequel after sequel. Busta Rhymes, fucking Halloween masks melting people's faces off. I mean, feckin' Ant-Man is in a Halloween movie. And then it all comes down to this, even after all of the ridiculousness, the good and the bad of the Halloween franchise, it comes down to this one. And this is my least favorite film of the Halloween franchise. It's gotta be. I gotta do a rewatch of a few more of the films, but it's so low down there because it's such an insult to fans to take such a beloved franchise and then suck out all of the fun, all of the coolness out of it by having Michael basically sit on the sidelines as just a throwaway, a Stan Lee cameo, if you will. Well, that's my pitch for the next Halloween film, and it's going to be the end for now. So what do you think? I know it was a bit controversial of us leaning into this new character in the final film of this trilogy, and focusing all of our hour and 25 minutes into him just to kill him off in the final act, and to have Michael Myers only show up for about 5 minutes, but I think people are going to like it. What did you think of the story?
That was the dumbest story I've ever heard. Sounds like something a first grader would write for a research paper. Unless you're dressing up as Spider-Man again, I have no interest in continuing this.
Well, alright then. I'll just put it on Peacock same day as theaters. Screw it. So please, if you're going out to see a movie this weekend, a horror film with your friends, or for Halloween weekend you're gonna rent something or buy something or stream something for a party or whatever, don't choose Halloween Ends. Go for something great. Go for Pearl, Ty West's newest A24 film. It's fantastic. Mia Goth gives a fantastic performance. It's way better than anything you'll see in this film. The only good things I can say about Halloween Ends is it has good kills, and Laurie Strode, I feel like they did honor that character, even though they did sit her on the sidelines too a little bit, just like Michael Myers. And Jamie Lee Curtis is fantastic. James Jude Courtney, for the time that he's in it, is good as Michael. I love all of the Michael stuff, the like 5 minutes that we see him. And that's it. Halloween Ends sucks. And it wasn't evil that died tonight. It was my enjoyment and faith in the future of this franchise. Take care, guys, and happy Halloween.
Rip off your shirt and show Grief your fucking tits and say, you know what? Let's go.
Teach me to ride it?
You started this!
I want to help you, Corey. Stay the fuck away. I want to help you, Corey.
To ride it? To ride it?
Fucking tits.